apreensão de um submarino carregado de cocaína em Portugal e com brasileiros a bordo mobilizou policiais dos dois países esta semana.
A bordo, mais de 6 toneladas de cocaína e 5 tripulantes. 3 brasileiros, um colombiano e um espanhol.
The largest Brazilian criminal faction is already in your country. If you live in Europe or the United States, you might think the drug war is a distant problem. It isn't. While you sleep, the PCC, the First Capital Command, is moving billions through your ports and using your banks. My name is Renan. I was born in the same city where this faction was created. I am an officer in the Brazilian military police leading a special actions platoon. Today, I'm going to reveal something the media isn't telling you.
In criminology, we use the rational choice theory. It states that a criminal acts like an investor. He weighs the risk against the reward. The PCC understood this decades ago. They realized that violence is a tax on business. It attracts attention. So they evolved. The modern soldier doesn't stand on a corner with a rifle anymore. He manages a logistics empire from a coffee shop using only a smartphone. And this strategic shift exploited a massive blind spot in our legal system. In Brazil, we operate under the doctrine of founded suspicion. It is similar to your Terry stop in the US. If my specialized unit sees a suspect acting nervously or identifying tactical indicators of concealment, we can stop and frisk him immediately. Here is the trap. The law allows me to search his physical body for a gun, but it treats his digital body, his smartphone, as a sacred temple. Without a court warrant, which takes time we don't have, I cannot unlock his screen. The criminals know this loophole perfectly. The phone is their weapon, their bank vault, and their command center. So I often find myself in a paradox. I stop a high-level logistics manager. I know who he is, but because he is not carrying a physical gun, I have to let him go. I watch him walk away, clean in the eyes of the law, while the device in his pocket is moving 2 tons of cocaine to the port of Rotterdam. Why does the PCC avoid pulling the trigger? Because in modern organized crime, we apply the portfolio diversification strategy. They don't bet everything on one mule anymore. They fragment the risk. Let's look at the terrifying mathematics of this business model. Let's run a realistic scenario based on current intelligence. Imagine a logistics manager wants to ship 100 kilos of cocaine to Europe. Instead of sending one large container, he splits it into 10 separate shipments of 10 kilos each, hidden inside innocent containers of frozen meat or fruit. This is what we call the rip-on technique. His investment cost in Brazil is low. Buying from the producer, he pays about $3,500 per kilo. So for the total operation of 100 kilos, he invests $350,000. That is his total capital at risk. Now, let's say the police do an exceptional job. Let's say we seize 50% of his merchandise. We intercept 5 shipments. Normally, losing half your stock would bankrupt a legitimate company like Apple or Ford. But in the drug trade, the selling price in Europe is roughly $80,000 per kilo due to the risk premium. The 50 kilos that survived are sold for $4 million. When you subtract his initial investment of $350,000, his net profit is still $3,650,000. He lost half his product, yet he made a 1,000% return on investment. This is called asymmetric upside. The losses are capped, but the potential gains are infinite. As long as this profit margin exists, no amount of police seizures can bankrupt them. They just write it off as an operational tax. They avoid confrontation because violence hurts profits, and the profits are insane. Let's do the math. A kilo of cocaine arrives in Brazil from Colombia, costing around 20,000 reais. That's about 3,500 US dollars. But when they ship that same kilo to Europe, to the streets of London, Paris, or Berlin, the price hits 70,000 euros, nearly 80,000 US dollars. Here is the terrifying reality. If a trafficker sends 5 shipments to Europe and the police seize 4 of them, the one shipment that gets through covers all costs and still generates massive profit. It is a business model with infinite localized losses, but guaranteed global gain.
This money doesn't stay in the favela. It goes to corrupt politicians, big businessmen, and media moguls who wash this blood money. We have strong indications that high-ranking members are currently hiding in your countries, living in luxury in Florida, Lisbon, and Amsterdam. In the next video, I will show you exactly why American policing tactics would fail within 24 hours in Brazil. It's a different war down here. Subscribe now, this briefing is over.